Welcome farmers! Today I will explain to you how 3-tick carry cancel adders work. For this I will use a -3-tick carry cancel adder there, and I will also use a normal 5-tick carry cancel adder. So, first of all, how does this carry cancel adder work? I will briefly explain this, but if you didn't understood, I recommend to check Matt Batwing's video for the adder to try to understand it. So how does this work? Basically, using these glass towers there with the comparators, it generates all the carries at once. So basically, if there's 1 and 1, well, and in that case, there's a carry that gets generated through with this towers. So this carry cancel thing calculates all the carries at once, and then it gets put it into a final XOR gate there that inverse. So if there's a 0 there, so if there's a 0 there, this one, if there's a 0 there, this one is normal. But if we power it, it will inverse. So if there's a 0 there, that's a 1 when it's inverted. And when it's a 1 there, it's a 0 when it's inverted. So I put back the 0. Now I put it normal way. So when there's 0, this one is 0. And when I put 1, this one is 1. Okay? So, the final XOR gate there basically chooses between the carry we generated or the inverse of this carry that we generated. So this carry cancel adder have the same thing. All these comparators generate the normal carry. So this one, but these generate the inverse of the carries. How does it work? As we can see there, the XNOR gate of the two inputs gets put it into the generate glass tower, and then there's the NOR gate of the two inputs that gets put it into the cancel glass tower. Okay, and this right there, it's also the same thing. When the generate line gets put it into the generate carry, that is this glass tower, and then there's the cancel line that gets put it into the cancel tower right there. So these are the normal the normal generation, exactly the same as this one, and these do the inverse of this one. So when this one is on, when this one should be on, this one should be off. When this one is off, this one is on. But there's also a bit of another logic in it. So so that's how it works. It works with when that's generated, this one gets generated and gets cancelled with this cancel carry, with the cancel tower. But this one gets its input from the cancel tower and gets cancelled by the generate carry. That's the inverse logic, so it outputs the inverse result. And then there's a OR gate to choose between, yes, to max than 2. But as we can I mean, it's quite logical. We don't want to have both of the two at the same time, or else it will always be on and never turn off. So for this, there's a few things that are going on. So first of all, the carry generation affects only the upper bit. So if I take this the least significant bit right there, the output, the least significant bit output is right there. So that means and the carry logic is there. So the carry logic will affect this comparator and upwards, but it won't affect this one right under. So that means it will get up there, and it will affect the second one and upwards. While when this one is a 0, it's this torch is a 0 because of this funky double inversion thing. So what does that mean? It means that we have the carry generation that is shifted one bit upwards, and then we have the normal the individual bits, the individual output of the XOR that gets put into the normal output. So that's why right there, for the carry generation, this one will affect generation only from this one. So even though it powers this one gets nothing to do with the generation or carry logic. This one is it poses this just for another purpose, but all these ones upwards are doing the work with the carry generation and cancel. But this one does not need any more work to do, so it's just powers this, that powers this comparator right there, and this one that gets shifted one bit upwards. So now why does it power this one? Well, as I said earlier, we don't want both comparators to be active, because if they were, it will always been on, and that's obviously not the purpose of an adder. So based on if the first XOR is off, well, if it's off, this one will it will allow this one to work, because this repeater will be turned off, but it will block this one with this torch. And if this one is on, well, it will block this comparator, that it will block the normal output, and it will allow, with this torch being off, it will allow the inverse output and the inverse carry. So basically it basically chooses between if it wants the normal or the inverse by going into this bit. So this torch does the mux for the XOR, and it does the carry generation. Another thing I wanted to say is that is to explain this redstone block, and also this one that is an extension of the redstone block in this design. So when all are on, if there were no redstone block, all the outputs will be off. Okay, of course. But obviously we want to have the inverse. We want the inverse to be active, because right now it's not active, so it allows the inverse, but there's no inverse going on. So we have to put this redstone block to have that inverse thing going on for all these others, and that's also why we have this comparator that gets output a decimal strength there. It's just because this redstone block cannot reach this would not be able to reach this one, because 2, 1 and then 0, it will not be able to reach this output. So that's why we have this one. Also, when we turn off this one gets generated, and it gets generated on this layer, as you see. But this torch right there gets generated on the layer under. You see that right there. So basically, that means that when we override the glass tower logic with the inputs we have put it in, we still need to have this redstone block, the property of this redstone block, and we keep it by making this still higher signal strength than this one that is a bit lower. So this one have two purposes: keep the redstone block alive and to mux between the normal and the inverse carry. So another thing I wanted to say is with the carry in. How does the carry in work? Basically, when you power this one right there, it will kind of cancel all this, and it will generate the carry to putting a signal in the generate tower. Okay, and last thing I wanted to say is the carry out. So how does the carry out work? This, as you see, it's the this calculates the inverse carry of the inverse of the carry. A code property this this comparative part is that when it's off, that means there will be a carry that when this one is off, there is a carry that will be generated. We have to generate a carry for the upwards, so we just take it as off. When this one is off, it generates a carry, and when this one is on, it won't generate a carry. But we also want a cancel, and we use exactly the same thing as this one, as the downwards one. Once we extend the carry generation by one block for the carry out, using this NOR gate, same thing as the other ones. So when the NOR gate is on, it will power this one, and it will unpower this torch that is the carry out. So when this one is on, it disables the carry exactly like the other ones. So that's all I wanted to say. I think I've already said that, but if you don't understand this other, I recommend to watch a video from Matt Batwings that explains it, or anyone else. So honestly, it doesn't matter. So yes, have a good day, and ciao.